village of Kenilworth continues to be one of the most desirable places to live in the Chicagoland area. Its close ties to the community school, proximity to the lakefront, and zoning laws that sustain ancient tear-down homes as tax-subsidized landmarks all give it the outward appearance of being the perfect place to raise a family. Beneath the surface, however, lies a deadly affliction that continues to threaten the lives of the village's children.
This group of children from Kenilworth is leaving the confines of the village to travel to a nearby ice cream store in neighboring Wilmette. Upon arriving at Green Bay Road, however, the children are suddenly thrust into an unfamiliar situation with no experience or understanding of what to do. With multiple cars moving at a dizzying pace, many appearing without warning, the children are clearly ill-prepared for the impending danger and are unable to cross the street. So how is it that these children are so unprepared to cross a street by themselves? North Shore Action News Team decided to investigate. The flagship institution of the community is Joseph Sears School, which children attend from kindergarten until 8th grade. The school spares no expense in making sure it is as accessible as possible to all its students. Crossing guards are placed at all the major intersections. A specialized pedestrian tunnel has been constructed to allow children from the west side to traverse Green Bay Road without obstruction or encountering car traffic. And in spite of all these precautions, some parents feel the school is not doing enough to ensure the protection of its students. This footage, obtained by North Shore Action News, shows a typical afternoon outside the school, where a large number of concerned parents pick up their children to ensure safe passage. These parents clearly feel the distance is either too long or too dangerous for their children to walk alone, despite the fact that the entirety of the village lies within a 10-minute walk from the school. These conditions are combining to create a perfect storm. Most of these children have never crossed a street unassisted in their entire lives.
We live just about 2 blocks from here, but there's so many cars on the road and so much traffic. We just feel it's safer to drive the kids to school.
So you're driving your children to school because you feel there are too many cars in the area. Isn't that sort of a catch-22?
God bless you.
But even though the community parents believe they are just exercising their due diligence in protecting their children, in many cases, it is too late. The children have spent their formative years in such a protective and airtight bubble that by the time they are ready to leave the school and move on to New Trier, just 2 blocks down the road, they are woefully unprepared for the harsh and unforgiving environment that awaits them. This condition stays with many of the children into adolescence, and for some residents, who have been born and raised here, even adulthood. One Kenilworth resident agreed to speak to us about growing up, having never been given the chance to cross a street alone, provided they remain anonymous.
I look back and I just can't believe the conditions in which I was raised. High school, college, they were both a mess for me. I had to major in agriculture just because there were no major intersections on the south end of campus. I never really got upset at the hand I was dealt in life. I just wish there was something we could do to make sure the next generation doesn't have to suffer like I did.
The village is not unaware of the problem. It has devoted significant efforts towards educating the public about effective strategies for overcoming these barriers. I was able to speak to a local police officer about his role in promoting the village's public education.
You know, we understand that there's only so much we can do. Most of the initiative actually has to come from the community and not from us.
So it's kind of like you can lead a child to the busy street, but you can't make him cross it.
Exactly. We distribute pamphlets just like these at every opportunity that we can, at community events, school functions, things like that. We try to make the instructions really as simple as we can. Look to the left, look to the right, and move forward, going safely.
Do you think the program is working?
Honestly, how effectively, I really don't know. We believe that some progress is being made, but sometimes I feel like this is just an unwinnable battle.
Now, I spoke with the village council about this issue, and it appears they're considering several possible options. I was told they're exploring the feasibility of developing a shuttle service to everywhere in the Chicagoland area. It appears this continues to be a community in crisis, albeit a silent one. With no easy answers in sight, this family-friendly environment is poised for collapse. Reporting live from Kenilworth, Kellyanne Kelly, North Shore Action News.